Hey, I'm Tony Scott, and thanks for watching. And I've got news you may have missed, like the story about the man who owes over $1 million in child support. Man. Then I got a story about a woman that was shot while trying to make some waffles, and it's not what you think. Then you got to hear about the most gangsta sports contract of all time. And then there's the nastiest man of all time. But let's start in New York. 50-year-old Robert Sand spent over 10 years running from child support for 3 children and 2 ex-wives. Robert Sand admitted to moving from New York to Florida after warrants were issued in 2000 and 2002. Now, they got him in November of last year while he was trying to enter the Philippines without proper ID. Who travels internationally without proper ID? In the last 10 years, he ran a business from Thailand. The total amount of child support that Robert Sand owes is $1.2 million. Now, he's looking at up to 4 years when he's sentenced in May. You know, I often wonder if a deadbeat parent realizes how their child feels when they become old enough to understand that their parent goes out of their way to not help support them. I'm not talking about like everyday deadbeats. I'm talking about this guy who would rather leave the country than buy his kids clothes and shoes. Man, how do you become that disconnected to not giving a damn? Where in life was he when his conscience just went off the road? Man, I don't understand that at all. Alea Walker was visiting a friend in Florida when they were just hanging out and decided they wanted some late night waffles. So Alea figured, hey, you know what? I'll get the whole thing going by preheating the oven, somewhere probably between 350 and 400 degrees. What she didn't know was that her friend JJ Sandy, who owned the house, was storing a magazine for his Glock in the oven. Bullets go boom. The magazine exploded, sending fragments flying at a high rate of speed. Bullet speed. I mean, they are bullets. The shrapnel caught Alea in the leg and chest. Now, she picked some of them out herself before she took a bus to the hospital. JJ told cops he had the gun in a drawer and the bullets were in the oven. Bullets can blow at 280 degrees. JJ wasn't charged because he had a conceal and carry permit. But what kind of dude has his bullets go off in his home, strike a friend that was cooking for you, and then you let her go to the hospital on the bus? Really? Really? Well, you don't have a car? Call 911. At the very least, ride on the bus with her, man. Come on, she got hit in an oven by. Bobby Bonilla played Major League Baseball beginning in 1986 and retired in 2001. Now, in 1992, Bobby signed a 5-year, $29 million contract with the New York Mets. Somewhere along the way, he agreed to defer some of his money, plus interest. Bobby stopped playing when he was around 38 years old. Now, in July of 2011, Bobby Bonilla started collecting $1,193,248.20, and he'll get that every year until 2035 when he turns 72. That's over $27 million. That's more than the entire roster of the Houston Astros will make this season. Oh yeah, he still has his MLB pension and Social Security benefits that'll kick in when it's time. Now, whoever his agent was or is needs to be knighted and needs to teach a class because that is awesome. Here we go. In Wright City, Missouri, Michael Stout, who was all of 19 years old, was charged for some home burglaries. What did he take? A laptop, iPad, cell phone, jewelry? No. 59 pairs of panties, some sex toys, and dozens of used tampons. Dozens. That's more than a couple. And that's more than a few. Dozens. The end came when he broke into a home where a 16-year-old was homesick from school. The chase went all the way to his house. Actually, went to his mom, Betty Stout's house. Betty said he was on medication and she thought he was in his room. She also said after police searched her home, I didn't know he was like that. You think you know your child? 59 pairs of panties and dozens of used tampons. Now, what CSI had to count all that? What do you collect? Stamps, matchbooks, records, shot glasses, tampons? I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Hey, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Giving us a thumbs up shows me love. Subscribing is free and lets me put new videos in your feed. Anyway, I've got other videos you may not have seen. Again, thanks for watching. I'm Tony Scott.